the 25th of December 2011, Ifeoma Dike lost her husband and 3 of her 5 children at the St. Theresa's Catholic Church, Madala, where alleged members of the Islamic sect Boko Haram detonated explosives, killing many and injuring others. Mrs. Dike will endure this tragedy for the rest of her life.
So I lost my lovely husband, William Dike, and my son, Richard Dike, and Emmanuel Dike, and Lillian Dike. So 2 was left. It's not be easier to me to lose my lovely husband and my 2 sons and my daughter.
This has been the fate of many Nigerians, especially in the northeastern part of the country. Bomb explosions and insurgency may go down in history as President Goodluck Jonathan's greatest challenge, a phenomenon that practically devastated the nation from day one of his administration. Lives and properties has been astronomical since then, leading to widespread criticisms and agitations. But the administration has maintained it is not overwhelmed by the rebellion, promising at various times that the situation will be brought under control.
We are not overwhelmed. The security forces, we are not overwhelmed, and we will never be, and we can never be. I want to reassure you of that.
Jonathan has come under fire for actions and inactions on this issue. The proposed amnesty initiative was one that heated up the polity.
Government must always be prepared to consider all options, and that includes being prepared to dialogue, but it takes 2 to dialogue. And what the government has done is to put a delegation on the table.
We appeal to the president not to be cowed by politicians and few misfits and natural rebellious persons in the north who are attempting to use the Boko Haram insurgency.
However, the killing of dozens of people in Baga local government of Borno State and Bama in Adamawa State has become one too many. And on the 13th of May 2013, President Goodluck Jonathan announced a state of emergency in 3 states in the northeastern part of the country.
I hereby declare a state of emergency in Borno, Yobe, and Adamawa states. Accordingly, the Chief of Defense Staff has been directed to immediately deploy more troops to this state for more effective internal security operations.
The reaction to the announcement, as expected, were diverse in nature.
If you want to access amnesty through use of force, I do not know how you can achieve peace.
We were even late, or we delayed extensively in getting to this point.
And how has the military operations in these states fared? Well, if the military is to be believed, it is making inroad into the enclave of the militants, and perhaps this may be true as attacks have been minimized.
Task force have been able to destroy terrorist camps that are sited in the northern and central parts of Borno, particularly in the forests. In the course of this, heavy weapons including anti-tank guns, anti-aircraft guns were destroyed. And the special operations which preceded these troops' movement into the mission area has resulted in the destruction of much of the insurgents' equipment, weapons, and logistics.
The fire of insecurity is not only burning in the northern part of the country. In the southeast, south-south, and southwest, incidences of kidnapping and seeking for ransom have become the order of today. Has the Goodluck Jonathan administration fared in its 2 years of existence in tackling these challenges?
He hasn't done badly at all. You recall that the amnesty committee is still sitting. The government has also offered amnesty. The state of emergency has been declared. The military offensive is on. So all this put together, I'm sure, will achieve a meaningful result.
The security challenges confronting the Goodluck Jonathan administration are not just within the borders of Nigeria. Presence of insurgent groups in Mali and the Sahel region has remained a headache to the Nigerian government. Hence, it has been at the forefront of confronting these elements to prevent a spillage into Nigeria.
While we continue with the effort to defeat terrorism within Nigeria, there is need to strengthen bilateral and multilateral cooperation
in the fight against international terrorism. This is because the transitional nature of terrorist activities.
Experts and analysts alike say the government needs to go beyond the quick-fix military intervention to solving the problems of economic imbalance, the lack of social and other forms of infrastructure, unemployment, and the lack of good governance. Amaka Okafor, Channel Television News.